What's up, guys? If you haven't already seen yesterday's video, you don't know what's going on, but this is pre-recorded, so go check out at least the intro of the other video. Or don't, it doesn't matter. I thought I'd give this deck one more chance. And so let's just jump right into it, you guys. We are playing against, next question. So, something I was thinking about was just how insane the power of Crush is. Because I was remembering, like, in high school, when I was working at a freaking restaurant. Hate the food industry. Oh my gosh. That's just a nightmare. Anyways, so I was thinking of that, and I was like, I misplaced that. Sorry, guys. I was thinking of that, and how I was just like, oh. I actually hated that. Every single time I worked there, like, dreaded it. I was, like, counting the hours. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, it's been 10 minutes. How much longer do I have? Okay, 15 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna check my watch again. It's an hour later. I should have been home already, but, let's see. Okay, now I have 30 minutes left. I don't even know what that means, but that's just a representation of just how much it sucks. It's just terrible. I hated it. Wasn't for me. I bet if it was a better environment, would have liked it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Point is, I hated it. But, there was one shift that changed it all. And it was actually the end of the shift. I was like so ready to go home. I'm like, yeah, let's leave. Let's do this. And right as I was about to leave, I see someone. Not just someone. Not just anyone. But ooh, look at that. Our logs are twins. I was like, without getting too much into it, I was like, this is Loki, the most attractive person I have ever seen. What the heck? You know, to my high school mind. And so with that, I was like, do they work here now? What is this? And I realized that they were a new person working at the same restaurant as me. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Does this mean I get to see this person again? But anyways, I was just so, like, in awe of this person's magnificence that I was just like, okay, I'm not ready to leave. I, like, went back to my manager. I was like, hey, is there anything else I can do? Which is crazy, because like I said, I was like, get me out of there. I'm like, yeah, is there anything else I can do? And she's like, no, you're good to go. I was like, okay, great. Just, like, losing my mind. And so I was like, okay, cool. He's gonna be kind of doing the same thing as me. I was a cashier. Anyways, next shift, I show up. Turns out, he was not a cashier with me. He ended up being one of the chefs. And I was like, just because, you know, that just sounds cooler. And he had to, like, wear a hat or something, and he'd, like, wear his hat backwards. And anyways, so when I found out, I was like, oh my goodness, this changes everything. Suddenly, I went from avoiding going to work, like, clocking out as soon as I could, getting to work as late as I possibly could. I went from that to, like, texting the group chat to being like, hey, are there any shifts I can pick up? I would be like, they'd be like, hey, who on the floor, like, needs to go home? Like, who wants to go home first? I'm like, I'll go home last, you guys. Like, I will stay here all night. I was like, again, I was picking up shifts. I was like, hey, I can do doubles. Like, let me take it for you. Like, just because of, I just found someone attractive. Isn't that actually insane? Because I did not enjoy the work I was doing at all. At all. I hated it. The work didn't change at all. I was doing the exact same thing. But I was just, like, quadrupling it. Because I was just so entranced by this person. And I was like, just seeing them, I was like, which is insane. Absolutely insane. But shout out me, because I had the guts to try and talk to them. And anyways, Anyways, they ended up being like low-key a scrub, I think. But so I would just pick up shifts, work like crazy, try and talk to this person, whatever. Then his friend got a job there, and then like he tried to set me up with them. It was some whole weird dynamic. I think they were just like a cheater, the dude that I was attracted to, and so I don't even know what went on. I don't know. But anyways, I like since then I've just like randomly crossed paths with him like for no reason. Like I'll just be minding my own business and I'm like, what the heck are you doing here? Like in high school there were like other events. He wasn't in the same high school as me, but obviously we lived in proximity because we were working in the same place. But I remember just being like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, you're here. That's wild. But it wasn't too wild, right? Because, again, proximity. I'm sorry, I'm talking so slow. I'm not even telling the story fast in any way, shape, or form. Right into the Inferno Tower. Let's do this. And where am I going with this? Oh yeah, it was just. I just remember being so not like whipped, but just so like, what the heck? Who is this dude? And why does he just like show up randomly? Like, it would be like, oh, you are at this event, or oh, you're playing in this football game, like against my high school or something. And anyways, there's a lot of details to it, but like, flash forward years down the road. Years. Okay? I'm studying at university. College. Whatever you want to call it. And it's like 7 months ago, 8 months ago, I don't know, sometime in the last fall, winter. And I like go to comment on something in this class for an assignment, and I see his name right there, and I was like, are we serious? Is this a prank? Because it wasn't a general class. It was a really specific, like, for a certain major. Like, so specific. I was like, is this a joke? And the reason why I saw him there is because he commented something, like, literally, it said, like, 1 minute before I did. And I was like, this dude, what is he doing here? Why does he keep showing up? So, the point of this story is to tell you just how much it doesn't matter what you do, like with your experiences, it doesn't matter what it is, but more so the who, okay? Like, I could not handle working that job, but then as soon as I was like, oh my gosh, there's someone else here, like, I gotta do this. Like, as soon as that happened, work was like my favorite thing ever, which is insane. That's insane. Like, think of the job that you might have right now. Okay, for the 5 of you that have a job. No, I'm just kidding. Think about it, and if you hate it, realize that there's some other job out there that there's tons of people that you'd actually like click with and want to hang out with outside of work, but you just haven't quit your job yet, and so you will never find out. But that's just so crazy. It's so crazy how much of a difference other people can make. Good job. Good game. Good game. For example, these videos, perfect example. The what? The content? The Clash Royale? Absolutely awful. I just lose every battle because I'm just so focused on what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't even care at this point. However, I'm awesome. And so you're still watching. So, just think about that. Let it kind of marinate and see what happens.